Hi, welcome to my podcast, Talking Travel with Wendy. I travel the globe interviewing really cool people in small hospitality and tourism businesses. Join me each week as I discover and share something or someone new with you. You can find more at www.travelwithwendy.net. And remember, it's always an adventure when you travel with Wendy.
Hi, welcome back. I am excited to share with you my visit to Santa Fe on this cross-country road trip. I wanted to share too, I'm just getting over the super cold, so if I sound a little nasally today, that's because I am. So I apologize for that up ahead. So on my U.S. cross-country road trip this summer, one of my stops was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and heading south from Colorado and making my way back to Alabama, Santa Fe was a perfect overnight stay. It just so happened that there was a city concert going on a warm summer's night, and all the shops were open. While we were exploring the city and still being COVID safe with masks on in July of 2021. So here's a look at how we fell in love with Santa Fe, New Mexico. The drive through New Mexico was incredible, and my friend Melissa and I really had a lot of fun visiting every little small town we drove through. Seemed to have Pueblo houses and historical buildings that were still intact. I felt like I was transported back in time. It always amazes me when architecture and art come together to tell a story. One of the stops was in Taos for lunch, which led us to this incredible burger bar restaurant, the Burger Stand. I think I might have had the spiciest food I've ever tasted. Well, who orders a spicy black bean veggie burger with habanero cream in America's Southwest and expect it not to be spicy? This Yankee girl right here. Deliciously filled with flavor and heat, the onion rings were fantastic too. I definitely recommend this cool hip restaurant in town. It's filled with so much outdoor rec, from skiing to hiking. There's so much to do. It's one of New Mexico's leading must-see places to visit. When I began researching where to stay in Santa Fe, I knew I wanted to stay in a Pueblo-type guest house. I read a lot of blogs and saw tons of YouTube blogs on staying in Santa Fe, so choosing Pueblo Bonito B&B was a pretty easy choice. Each room and suite at the inn has their own special name. The B&B location is perfect also for walking around the town of Santa Fe. It's close to the downtown area, restaurants, and shops. We thoroughly enjoyed meeting owner Amy Behm. As a guest, you can also order fresh tamales for your arrival. These were super delicious. Also, the big breakfast buffet, that's a lot of B's. The big breakfast buffet was included in our room rental. The room was totally authentic and had this fireplace as well as a little stove, just really adorable. Throughout the B&B, each room and section had a tale to tell. You can spend hours just exploring the grounds of this little Pueblo inn. We only had one overnight in Santa Fe at this B&B, and I wished it was a little bit longer. But I am planning a trip in the spring of 2022 on my way to Arizona to visit family and friends. We'll definitely be stopping by to visit Amy and her crew. Check-in was super easy. Arriving after hours was not a problem. Amy had a process that was easy to follow too. And finding our room was just as easy. And after we dropped our bags off, we took a walk downtown. We had the most amazing good luck, arriving on a lovely evening with great temps, live music, and dancing. Everyone was happy to be out, enjoying the outdoors again. Socially distancing, but they were out. There's more of that in the vlog as well, or my blog. You can check that out. I'm going to take a little break right now to tell you about some travel resources I've created on my website. I've created several European destination itineraries from Paris to Barcelona, some of our favorite EU destinations. They're downloadable PDFs, and you can download them to your cell phone or a Kindle. They have hyperlinks of my favorite restaurants, coffee shops, pubs, shopping, and when the market day is, as well as few culture tips. If you're beginning to plan or planning a 22 EU trip to some of your favorite EU cities, you'll find these super affordable 3, 4, and 5-day itineraries filled with great travel tips and hacks for your travel planning. You can also find them on my website or Facebook under resources and itineraries for my shop. Now, back to the podcast. If you're a lover of art and artists, Santa Fe, New Mexico is the town for you. I was blown away by the vast array of art we saw on practically every corner in the city. A large Catholic influence, I noticed a strong connection to St. Francis of Assisi. I have a particularly strong connection to him as well. Although not Catholic, I'm a lover of nature and animals. Having toured Assisi, Italy many times over the years, I couldn't help but smile as I saw different dedications to the saint in gardens, storefronts, houses, and churches in Santa Fe. If you'd like more information about Italy, check out my drop-down tab, Blogs by Country, on my website. One local artist, Estella Loreto, has many sculptures around town. In bronze, she has beautifully captured St. Kateri Tekakwitha. I think I said that right. This was the first Native American to be named a saint. Born in 1656 and converted to Catholicism at the age of 19, she is the patroness of ecology and the environment, as well as people in exile and Native Americans. Along with a statue of St. Francis, her sculpture can be found in front of the Cathedral Basilica of Francis of Assisi on Cathedral Place, just a few blocks away from the Santa Fe Plaza, the city square. Melissa and I also enjoyed window shopping in Santa Fe, and as we were walking around, we delighted in meeting a bunch of the store owners and seeing the different art that was available. On this trip, I was driving my little Kia hybrid, so we didn't buy a ton of things because we just began our southern trek, and there's just so much you can fit in one of those small cars. After walking the streets of Santa Fe, we were getting a bit hungry, so we stopped at the 315 Restaurant Wine Bar. It's open Tuesdays through Saturdays and only from 2 to 8 p.m. You'll want reservations. Thankfully, they were able to find us a table inside, way in the back. I think they took pity on us. The food was spectacular and the wine list extensive. So with full bellies and a light purple sky as we headed back to the B&B for a great night's sleep, we were completely content. The next morning at the B&B brought an incredible breakfast and an opportunity to chat with Amy and a bit more about her lovely B&B guest house and its awesome history. Don't forget to check out her amazing gift shop where she supports local artisans and crafters too. After our goodbyes, we loaded up the car and started making our way to Texas. Just a little sad to leave lovely Santa Fe, New Mexico, but we had miles to go before we slept again. So join me next week as we visit Texas and Oklahoma. So much adventure on this one journey road trip. Check out my YouTube playlist for the whole journey as I have new content every week. Thanks so much for joining me today. My podcast helps support small businesses and share authentic experiences around the globe. Remember to like, follow, and share my podcast. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you're interested in traveling the world, check out my website, travelwithwendy.net. Thanks for listening today. It's always an adventure when you travel with Wendy.